Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Most people would like to know thyself better. Alas, we go to the grave with incomplete self-knowledge, but maybe these questions will help a bit. I encourage you to write your answers. Then keep what you've written in a private place that you'll often see, maybe on your home screen or on your nightstand, something perhaps pretty private. Number 1, if you had a day to spend as you truly wanted to, write down what you would do hour by hour. Here's a sample example. Nothing special. Eat my favorite breakfast, take a walk while looking at what's pretty, flora and fauna, and think about a love letter I'd write, platonic or otherwise. Then write it and send it before the self-censor might make me chicken out. I do some work, then enjoy my favorite dinner, take another walk, write in my journal, and go to sleep. Okay, question 2 towards self-knowledge. If I gave you, say, $10,000, to whom or to what entity would you give it? Sample example, I'd give it to a poor person, tax deduction notwithstanding, to whom I sense would use the 10 grand to help them make a bigger difference in the world. Question 3, what's something you'd love to say on CNN or to the New York Times? Sample example, I'm alternatingly disappointed and angry that the media often valorizes less worthy people than, for example, scientists, who delay so much gratification and work tirelessly for a lifetime to prevent and cure our diseases. Question 4, what's one task you would do better than anything else? Sample example, using statistics to improve our predictions about what government spending will yield the greatest net benefit. Question 5, think of the person, real or hypothetical, whom you'd get along best with. What would their core characteristic or two be? Sample example, he or she would be brilliant and rational, yet kind to me. Question 6, what makes you happiest? What does that suggest about what you should do? Sample example, watching a movie that makes me laugh as well as think. Question 7, what makes you most content? And what does that suggest about what you should do? Sample example, walking, perhaps while listening to music on my iPhone. Question 8, what makes you saddest? What does that suggest about what you should do? Sample example, seeing society give more positive attention to relatively non-contributory people while ignoring some of the most contributory. Perhaps I'd write a letter to the New York Times and CNN suggesting they profile such people. That was a sample example. And question 9, what makes you angriest? What does that suggest about what you should do? Sample example, prioritizing redistribution over merit. Realistically, only people with great power can do much to stop that. This is the era of accelerating belief in the wisdom of additional redistribution. Question 10, if I filled a room with the wise people who know you the best, what would be the consensus 1, 2, or 3 words they would agree best describe you? Sample example, brilliant and out of step. Question 11, what's the one thing you want to spend more time on? Sample example, writing your truth, knowing when it's wise to speak your truth if only anonymously, and when it's wiser to remain silent. Question 12, what's the one thing you want to or should spend less time on? Sample example, cooking. Question 13, what's a positive statement about yourself that you truly should embrace? Sample example, standing up for unpopular principles despite suffering as a result. Question 14, what's a negative statement about yourself that you truly should accept even if you can't improve it? Sample example, most people dislike my personality and views, so I'm wise to spend more time solo. Question 15, if you were totally honest with yourself, what's a positive and negative thing you'd say about yourself? Sample example, that you're more intelligent, wiser, and ethical than are most people, but less physically attractive. And question 16, if you were to commit to one thing to improve your life or contribution to your sphere of influence, what would it be? Sample example, work longer hours in the service of improving your sphere of influence, if not the world. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I do encourage your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. And always look forward to your comments, and especially would like if you hit the share button below and share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.